Smelled it all the way up the stairs. All right, you live.
Same kind that we was getting from that one place. The bottles I ordered, the dapper.com.
Yeah. All right, boy. I'm gonna get some, what you want, strong or beer, both?
Both.
I'm gonna get some, what you want, strong or beer, both?
Both be cool.
Any specific type of strong?
Oh shit, either the 99 or the E&J would be cool. E&J would be cool. Shalom. We have the ISUPK coming out of 1 West on the 25th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. And today's topic is Esau and the 10 tribes. The white man is always trying to, of course, he's always trying to use division among us, get us to divide from each other, get us to, always fight one another. And this will be like, according to his ways, the perfect time for him to do this. Because whenever there's a huge awakening among us and people are coming into the truth, this is one of the tactics that the devil is always going to use. You know, the devil is always, he's always going to seek to sit there and divide us from one another. You see what I'm saying? He's always going to try and use, anything that he can, and he has a tool now that he didn't have thousands of years ago, because nowadays we look a lot different, a lot of the tribes look different from each other. So he'll try and use that also. He'll use anything that he can use, education levels. He uses that, any difference, tall versus short. He don't care what it is. He is going to use, that is his spirit right there. That is his spirit. And the same spirit is because there was one person that was calling himself being affiliated with the truth. That, he got a following. He bubbled slowly, bubbled quietly, and ended up getting a following on YouTube. I mean, not the YouTube, but the Facebook, And come to find out, suddenly he was also inboxing men's wives and things like that. Right. He was throwing attacks on all sneaky levels, and this dude right here, this devil, I've never seen him in any type of confrontations or anything like that. He's been around longer than I've been around, as far as with having things to do, trying to be affiliated with the truth somehow. You see what I'm saying? This is the spirit of Esau, and what these people will try and do also too, because these will be white men. And they'll try and make the deal like it's about skin color so that they can sit there and say that we're being racist. You see what I'm saying? They want to make it like we're being racist because they want to make everything about skin color. And that's what they're trying to say that we're doing. You see what I'm saying? Well, let's open up with this with 1 John chapter 4 and verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits. What does it mean to try the spirit? This is the thing that we got to understand. Because you got a lot of people that think that they know that know that they're Israelites, but at the same time they never tried spirits when they was in the world. To try a spirit means to test it. You see what I'm saying? And they do not know concerning testing a spirit, because in order to test a spirit, you have to question it. Find out what its underlying motive is. You see what I'm saying? While they're trying to make everything about skin, that's the same thing that racist white people do. That's the spirit. That's all the spirit of a devil. You see what I'm saying? The devil, just like when we at camp or whatever, the devil will try and make our argument, instead of it being on his crimes against our people, the devil will make it about color. So it looks like we're only envying him because we don't have light skin or something to that effect. You know what I'm saying? He'll try and do something like that. And that's the same thing that this dude did, that tried to call himself in the truth, which actually came out to be a devil. His spirit came forth as the spirit of a devil, the spirit of Esau. Because one thing that Esau always does, Esau will get inside of they've done this all over the world. They want to get themselves inside whatever power base it is that belongs to another people, inch themselves in there, especially when it comes to us, though. Especially when it comes to us. What do? They spread their genes there. They spread their genes, or if it's some type of governmental system, they'll get one up in there, and then they'll get the other ones up inside there. Next thing you know, the whole governmental body is full of them. You see what I'm saying? And what do they end up doing? And once they get found out, and once they've gained power there, then they turn on the ones and try and drive them out. You see what I'm saying? Now, what you got going on here is this stuff is also connecting with World War III. You see what I'm saying? Because if the world is at war and the white man is at war all over the world, right? What does he have to attack about us? He has to attack the truth. He has to. Because he can't allow himself to be 5,000 miles away somewhere and us being right in his country and his power base, building and getting strong ourselves. That's what he does not want. You see what I'm saying? He does not want that. He fears that. He does not want us to grow, and to grow strong while he is out spreading out his forces and getting weaker. So what does he have to do? That's why every time there's a war, there's a bunch of killing that happens with us simultaneously. You know what I'm saying? Now, one of the ways to do that is to turn all the nation against itself. You see what I'm saying? If they're fighting everybody, right, they have to turn us against ourselves, or we'll be killing each other and they will be killing us too. Because if they're just killing us and we're not killing each other, we will still show as being too strong for them. You see what I'm saying? Where everybody thinking, well, the white man got this and he got that, and the white man, he's this and he's that. We got unity. Shit. The Lord will turn all of his stuff, all of his weapons or whatever thing against him. Turn all his forces against him. Because once we got unity, now there has to be a council concerning whether the devil can actually infiltrate us or not. You see what I'm saying? We're not just infiltrate us, but rather he can come within our gates and attack us. You see what I'm saying? There will have to be a council then. And the Lord can say no in that council. So if the Lord says no in that council and we're together, where's the wrath going to go? It'll go back out to the people that intended to do their wrath upon us. And they will begin to slay one another, and they will be slain by other people. That's how this thing works. You see what I'm saying? We go on to that scripture again. 1 John chapter 4 and verse 1. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits. Now, this is one of the things that we do, that our people do a lot of time too. That's why you got, see, one thing, white people can't get up inside the ISUPK. You see what I'm saying? There is a block there. Because what do? We try the spirits. While everybody else, this is the thing that's going to make us strong. One of the things that's going to make us strong is going to start to make other people weak. You see what I'm saying? All of these groups that call themselves camps, it's going to start to make them weak. Because, see, they are ruled by the women, and women are soft and emotional. Well, at least a lot of times they are when it comes to strangers anyway. But so you have a white dude that wants to, that claims that he's of the tribe of Ephraim, and he decides that he's gonna come in and he's gonna be in the love of what they say, the love of Yah. They'll just embrace him right on in. You see what I'm saying? And next thing you know, he end up as the next shoot, like a school shooter. Go up inside a little fake congregation somewhere and blow 3, 4, 5, however many people away. You see what I'm saying? Commit some type of mass, you know what I'm saying? Like what that one devil did down in North Carolina or whatever, when he blew away 9 people inside that Christian church. Because they figured that the heavens opened up just because that white man come through the damn door. Well, in the ISUPK, it ain't nothing like that. White people don't get up in here. You see what I'm saying? Because we don't listen to, we don't get lulled down by some soft, melodious music, you know what I'm saying? And the woman, we ain't scared of the woman's mouth either. Because the women will try and come up against, if you sit there and tell them, no, you can't come in here, the women will rise up against the black men. And say, why can't you come here? God, y'all love everybody. God love everybody. And try and get up all in his face. And next thing you know, what do? We we go ahead and let him on in. That's why keeping your woman in place in pocket is so important also. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, like I was saying with the scripture, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of God. Because many false prophets are gone out into the world. Now, this also is talking about, trying the spirits of the people that actually are Israelites too. Because what happens is the same devil will get those same false prophets and they'll follow him. That's the reason why this dude, this dude on Facebook has now got people up under him. You see what I'm saying? He's got a bunch of Hispanics and some sisters, some Ephraimite sisters and Judite sisters, and got them, pretty much following him. You see what I'm saying? They pretty much following him, and they joined in with this little movement to start a 10 tribes group. Yeah, they ain't even a camp. They trying to start a camp, but they ain't nothing but another Christian group. They, couple, was actually in the truth and got seduced. You see what I'm saying? Well, the thing of it is, We got to test and try the spirits. That's one of the things that the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge does. We do this so well. Where devils don't get up in here. Because see, here's the thing. When we got orders. And one thing that the spirit of the devil can't stand, he can't stand to follow orders of black men that are not joined and attached to white people. That's one of the tests, one of the trying of the spirits. You see what I'm saying? That same dude that was called himself being affiliated with us never followed one order. That's a sign. You see what I'm saying? We really test people around here. You see what I'm saying? That's how we do it. You know, this tutelage is hardcore. You see what I'm saying? We actually test, we try the spirits. Like I said, trying the spirit means to test them. Whereby know ye the Spirit of God. Every spirit that confesseth that Jesus Christ is come in the flesh is of God. So I'm gonna drop that, and what we're gonna go to Psalms chapter 55 and verse 21. The white man's the devil that the Bible speaks of. Beware. Try the spirits. And it's awfully funny because all of this stuff is also going down during the time of Thanksgiving, right during the time of the holidays, you know, between Thanksgiving and Christmas. You see what I'm saying? You have these, you know, fake groups that are popping up and all of that. And who are they really led by? They're led by Esau. You see what I'm saying? When Esau's in the midst, this is one thing that happens when Esau is in the mix. This is one way you can tell that you have a devil among you too. Because what will happen is there will be a disquieting among brothers. You see what I'm saying? There will be confusion. There will be, turning, like I said, turning against one another. You see what I'm saying? That's how you know also too that the spirit of a devil is in the midst. Because brothers will start to go against one another. That's one thing that the white man is good at. His very spirit alone, sometimes he ain't even got to say nothing. He ain't even got to say nothing a lot of times. He can just, you know what I'm saying, just his presence just be there. And he see two, brothers going at it. He got that little smirk, a little smile on his face. You know what I'm saying? Or he'll do just like what this Facebook cat does. While he got us clashing, he'll say something and he'll stir up something. And then when the brothers start clashing, he back out and he say something like, Lord be with you all. God bless you. Lord be with you all. Same thing as that Christian spirit. The same thing as the spirit of the white man when the white man came in and conquered, over blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. But then he steps back. Once you warring with each other, he steps back like he's the innocent dove inside all of that. You see what I'm saying? After going and getting things stirred up and started first, then he'll back out. And then he'll watch you two go at it. And then he'll set back and see who's the strongest. You see what I'm saying? That's the way that the devil operates. And whoever is strongest, he'll side with them. You see what I'm saying? The devil is always, he sided with them in an effort to overthrow them. You see what I'm saying? If another group comes as strong, then he'll back that group and destroying the group that he just sided himself with. You see what I'm saying? The white man's the devil that the Bible speaks of. All of his ways are crafty. That's one thing that you got to understand. And his underlying cause is to destroy the truth. You see what I'm saying? He wants to destroy the truth. Even if he has to come and weave himself in and try and weave himself in and act like he's in the truth himself. You see what I'm saying? That's why you can look on Facebook now and see white people that you know are white people. And they'll have Hebrew, lots of Uncle letters and everything on their little Facebook posts and all of that. You have that going on. Because what are they doing? They're trying to blend themselves in so they can usurp and overthrow. And who do they also deal with? They deal with the woman. You see what I'm saying? When the men are strong, they want to go at the women first because they know that we're a people who, our people, not in ISUPK, but out there in the world, they follow the woman. You see what I'm saying? They capitalize on that fact that they follow the woman. We don't do that. Psalms chapter 55 and verse 21. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter. The white man, he's always got smooth words. He always says things because what he's trying to, not only is talking about the words being smooth, but his tone, the way that he says certain things, because he knows how to use tones to make you feel like you're at this false peace. And that's when he attacks, when he gets you like that, because he's a snake. You see what I'm saying? He gets you at a weak point, and then he attacks you while you're at that weak point. You see what I'm saying? You have jakes that are like that also. These fake Israelite groups. That's why Christ told the Pharisees, he said, "Ye are of your father the devil, and the lust of your fathers ye shall do," because they took on the ways of the Romans and started trying to, be the same way, trying to sound like some type of philosopher. You see what I'm saying? Like they're so highly educated, and then it's like they're really damn near like trying to hypnotize you for real. That's the way that the white man speaks. You see what I'm saying? Smooth words, smooth, eloquent words, meditation-ish kind of words, hypnotic words, right? And the tones that he used, and try to act like everything is about peace, right? But war was in his heart. That's one of the reasons why, when you look at your dollar, right? In one hand, you look at that eagle on the dollar. One of the talents has an olive branch, right? Olive branch is supposed to represent what? The olive branch is supposed to represent it, because olive oil comes from the olive, right? And olive oil is smooth, you know what I'm saying? And it said the words of his mouth was smoother than butter, right? But then his other talent that he has in his other talent, he has arrows in it. Now, keep that in your mind. I'm going to read that scripture again. The words of his mouth were smoother than butter, but war was in his heart. They were softer than oil. Notice it said they were softer than oil, yet were drawn swords. The white man's words are drawn swords. That's the reason why, like I said before, you see that eagle, which is a bird of prey that sits on the dollar. He has the olive branch in one talent and a talent full of arrows in the other. That is how the white man is. You see what I'm saying? Now, what is it, like us going back to what I was talking about? What is he doing? He is actually seducing. He's trying to seduce the tribes. You see what I'm saying? And they're building up just like you got a new group out there, which is one of a group that's calls itself only the 10 tribes group. It's like what they call the 10 tribes. It's they got a name for them. I'm not going to say the name or anything. So I don't want to give them no popularity. But this group is supposed to be only consist of the 10 tribes, right? Which is also a thing. We went through a similar thing in the scriptures when the kingdom was split. You see what I'm saying? Now, they would also confess to be keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, but I don't see anywhere in the Bible where Ephraim and Judah has split, where Ephraim split off from Judah and was keeping the commandments. It ain't no scriptures in that. because as soon as they did that, they were angry towards Judah. And what they did, in their anger towards Judah, you know what I'm saying, they would want to go to war with the tribe of Judah all the time, with the southern kingdom. So that's what's going on now. That's why they're doing that. That's why they're trying to split up the nation, and they're trying to keep, trying to split, Judah and Ephraim up to keep the Lord from mending the two tribes together as he prophesied that he would do. They're trying to stop that. You see what I'm saying? They're trying to make sure that they stop it. They're purposely trying to get inside and get, the work of the Lord and split us all up. You see what I'm saying? Because they see that the ISUPK is getting too much strength. Because we're getting more and more unity. You see what I'm saying? The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And in order for his kingdom to stand, he has to keep us in a constant state of confusion, and a constant state of uncertainty, and a constant state of lack of purpose, and to keep us, worshiping him and worshiping his gods. You see what I'm saying? He has to keep us like that. We, on the other hand, have to fight against that. You see what I'm saying? And how do we do that? We do that by brotherhood under Christ. That's how we fight. That's how we fight against that. You see what I'm saying? We're all one nation, one body. And then you have also too, you have a lot of, lighter skinned brothers or whatever. Some brothers might have, some Edomites in their family and everything too. What is he doing? He's using that also. You see what I'm saying? I mean, of course, this dummy, he's not going to be the only one. People like this is going to be popping up everywhere. You see what I'm saying? Trying to do the same thing, they're trying to do the same exact thing that what he's doing. But it ain't going to work. You see what I'm saying? But if you're outside of the ISUPK, it just is what it is. You ain't gonna have no strength to fight against it. Hell, you ain't got any brotherhood before they even start doing that. So shit, you just a sitting duck. Next thing you know what I'm saying, the same devil will have your woman. You know what I'm saying? And your kids. You know what I'm saying? And you'll be, molesting your firstborn. Because you don't want to get up in order and get inside the truth. You see what I'm saying? So you're just going to be left to the elements. ISUPK is home of the truth. This is where the brotherhood and the bond of unity is at. It's not outside of this. Now, let's go to 1 Kings chapter 12 and verse 15. First Kings chapter 12, verse 15. Wherefore the king hearkened not unto the people, for the cause was from the Lord, that he might perform his saying, which the Lord spake by Ahiah the Shilonite unto Jeroboam the son of Nebat. So when all Israel saw that the king hearkened not unto them, the people answered the king, saying, What portion have we in David? Neither have we inheritance in the son of Jesse. To your tents, O Israel. Now see to thine own house. David so Israel departed unto their tents. Now, this is the beginning of the split right here, right? The beginning, because they figured that they would, they didn't have any part in the house of King David. But as for the children of Israel, which dwell in the cities of Judah, Rehoboam reigned over them. Now, that was the beginning of the split starting. And who will sit there and try and assist that mindset today? Because, see, the white man wasn't the divider at this time. You see what I'm saying? The most subtle beast of the field wasn't the divider at this time, but he is now. He is a key factor inside this division, one of the top key factors. Because under his rulership, is the only rulership that we lost our identity under. We had it in all the other rulerships, the other people that were ruling over us, we at least had our identity. You know what I'm saying? In our own culture, and our own customs, and our own, but the white man it totally integrated us. You see what I'm saying? And took every damn thing from us and distributed it into his confederates around the world. All our wealth, everything that was supposed to mean good for us, he's done took it and distributed it to every damn body else. To where we have absolutely nothing. We have no businesses. We have no real economic structure other than the damn Christian church, which is also in league with the damn white man to help to destroy us. And then you got the Koreans, and you got this group and that group and that group and that group, and we don't even have our own goddamn culture. But now that we're starting to get it back, right? Now that we're getting it back, now that we're, out there teaching on them streets, we're bonding and all of that. Now, of course, with the timing comes the devil, and these type of things have to happen. You know what I'm saying? They have to happen, right? Because of what this is actually going to do. This is actually going to test our bond. You see what I'm saying? And we'll get stronger from it. The IGPK is going to get stronger while everybody else gets weaker behind these type things that's going to happen. We're going to gain strength because these are things that are going to be to try us and to prove us and so that we come out on the other side as pure gold. You know what I'm saying? Where everybody else is going to burn up in these things. These groups is going to start falling left and right. You see what I'm saying? Then King Rehoboam sent Adoram, who was ruler over the tribute, and all Israel stoned him with stones. Now, see, this is the beginning of the hatred right here. Now, this hatred, this stuff didn't happen behind skin color. It didn't start behind no goddamn skin color. We were the same goddamn color at this time. You see what I'm saying? Well, let's be in the same color. It wasn't, we looked very damn similar to one another. But what is it? The kingship is with the tribe of Judah. You see what I'm saying? And then, of course, Ephraim became the king of the northern kingdom. What were we pretty much in competition together? That's how the divide started to happen. But what Esau does, he put an extra twist on that. You know what I'm saying? Esau put such an extra twist on it to where now it's damn hard as hell for us to even, it's super challenging for us to even come back as a nation. You see what I'm saying? But like I said before, these things must happen. You know what I'm saying? We have to have the hardcore adversity, or, how we going to grow in strength and brotherhood. So we got to have that. This is a must. You know what I'm saying? And all Israel stoned him with stones, that he died. Therefore, King Rehoboam made speed to get him up to his church, to flee to Jerusalem. So Israel rebelled against the house of David unto this day. Yeah, see this? So they rebelled against the house of David, and it came to pass when all Israel heard that Jeroboam was come again, that they sent and called him unto the congregation and made him king over all Israel. There was none that followed the house of David, but the tribe of Judah only. And when Rehoboam was come to Jerusalem, he assembled all the house of Judah and the tribe of Benjamin, 180,000 chosen men, which were warriors, to fight against the house of Israel, to bring the kingdom again to Rehoboam, the son of Solomon. Now, What did we try to do? Now, what was he trying to do? He's trying to gather the tribes back. Rehoboam tried to gather the tribes back by force, which certainly wasn't going to work. That's why, it had to be revealed to him, hey, look, the Lord said, don't do this thing right here. Don't try it this way. You know what I'm saying? But the word of the Lord came unto Shemaiah, the man of God, saying, speaking to Rehoboam, the son of Solomon, king of Judah, and to all the house of Judah and Benjamin, and to the remnant of the people, saying, thus saith the Lord, ye shall not go up, nor fight against your brethren, the children of Israel. Return every man to his house, for this thing is from me. This is of the Lord, because the Lord's word had to go through. You see what I'm saying? But just like the Lord said that he was going to split up the kingdom, he also said that he was going to mend it back together. And the Lord did what he said. The Lord didn't want nobody getting in the way of him splitting it up. And he don't want nobody getting in the way of him mending it back together either. You see what I'm saying? That's why the Lord told Rehoboam not to go up into war. You know what I'm saying? Don't go and number yourself against your brethren and go to war. I'm saying, but this thing, is of the Lord right here. And return to depart according to the word of the Lord. Then Jeroboam built Shechem in Mount Ephraim, and dwelt therein, and went out from thence, and built Penuel. And Jeroboam said in his heart, now shall the kingdom return to the house of David. Now, see, that's where, what was he pretty much saying? Now the house of Judah is going to be ruling again. You see what I'm saying? Now, with this thing, with these people, this is what they hope to do by trying to split up the tribes like this. They're trying to, split up the tribes so they get accustomed to being, some 10 tribes camp. It's only made up of Hispanic. Will be made up of Hispanics and white people. You know what I'm saying? And the white people are there to make sure, right? And sell out, Ephraimites or whatever, is to make sure that they don't join back, with their brethren in the ISUPK. You see what I'm saying? They're there to make sure of that. Just like Jeroboam had the thought or fear that the kingdom was going to be given back to the house of David. If this people go up to do sacrifice in the house of the Lord at Jerusalem, then shall the heart of this people return again unto their Lord, even unto Rehoboam, the king of Judah, and they shall kill me, and go again to Rehoboam, king of Judah. Whereupon the king took counsel and made 2 halves of gold. Now, what did he do? This is simple. This is almost like symbolizing the splitting of, the splitting of the nation. I mean, it actually is a splitting of the nation, but like what's going on today. You see what I'm saying? How, the fake Israel group split. And then you have now you got to split, where the 10 tribes, that's only made up of Hispanics. They're trying that now. And by the way, that same Hispanic, the same group named itself after a movie that came out back in the 90s. I'm not going to say the name of the movie, but the movie came out in the 90s. And it was about a prison. It was a prison movie, and it was about 3 dominant gangs in the prison, which was Mexicans, white, and blacks. You see what I'm saying? And in this movie, as you watch the movie, they also had a devil. The Mexicans had a devil with them, right? And this devil was, working with them or whatever. Grew up like he was a Mexican and all of that, but he was a devil and they all loved him and he was like so great among them or whatever, right? But then you had the white gang, which is the Aryan gang, and then you had the black gang. What was the thing that he did? The Hispanics sided with white people and took out the black gang first. Well, that's what they plan on doing right now. You see what I'm saying? That's the only reason why they want to split off and make these kind of groups. They got one purpose in their heart, and that is to attack and kill us. You see what I'm saying? And this type of stuff, this, they want to go to war with blacks. That's the only thing that this thing is going to lead to. And anybody that follows that garbage, that's dead center. That's a point blank what you want to do. That's the only reason why you siding with this, because you want to go to war against the tribe of Judah. You know what I'm saying? That's the only reason, and that's the only reason why anybody will follow that. That's it. You see what I'm saying? And they're trying to, like I was saying, they're trying to use this whole skin color thing, because what does Esau use? Esau used his genetics. His genetics are always a weapon. That's the whole purpose of him, that's the whole purpose of, interracial marriages and dating, you know what I'm saying? Because he figured that you will have more of an allegiance to him, you know what I'm saying, because you look somewhat like him. You know what I'm saying? He will use that to get you to side with him, just like he did during the time of when he came with the 400 men of Seir, the 400 men that were Horites when he came up against Jacob. He didn't even have his own sons. He was the leader of them. That's another way that you can tell Esau. You see what I'm saying? You got this dude that looks like a devil, and he's leading one group to go against another group. That's the spirit of Esau right there. Just like Esau led those 400 men of Mount Seir to go and fight Jacob. Now, were the Horites Edomites? No, the Horites were not Edomites. But let me tell you what Esau did. Because what did Esau do? He lived up in Mount Seir, right? He lived in Mount Seir, and he made a confederate with Seir, and he gave his daughters to Seir's sons. And they took on Seir's daughters for themselves. Right. So what did that do? That caused the people of Seir, because the Horites were Africans. That caused the Horites to now start to look somewhat like him. What? Yeah. Right. And caused them to, now he has even though they're not his seed, but they figure they have a kindred to him. So they all followed after him when it came to slaying Jacob, and they didn't even have no beef with Jacob. Jacob never had any beef with the Horites. You know what I'm saying? But that's how crafty Esau is, and that's what he does. That's what type of, just like it was a movement, I'll say about 4 or 5 years ago, where they had stirred up black people in California to try and protest against Mexicans, and try and say that, migrant workers are taking our jobs and all of that garbage. And then they had the counter group to that, which were Mexican, and who were they led by? A white man in the front. Right. You know what I'm saying? They were led by a white man in the front, just like the Horites were led by Esau, a white man, when he came up against Jacob. That's the spirit of white people right there. You see what I'm saying? In the time of destruction, you'll find Esau there. You'll find the serpent there in the time of destruction. You see what I'm saying? The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. And like I was saying before, you got to try the spirits. You see what I'm saying? Try the spirits and see if they be of God, as the scriptures say. Verse 28, whereupon the king took counsel and made 2 calves of gold, and said unto them, it is too much for you to go up to Jerusalem. Behold thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. Man, what is he doing now? Because like I was saying, anybody that's with this kind of split type of thing right here, they done already set up their own idols. Because what were they trying to do? They trying to, they trying to mock, not mock, but trying to imitate the Southern Kingdom. You see what I'm saying? So they're trying to set up something just like it, right? To keep his people there, right? But at the same time, envying the Southern Kingdom the whole time. And he set one in Bethel, and the other put he in Dan. And this thing became a sin. For the people went to worship before the one, even unto Dan. And he made an house of high places, and made priests of the lowest of the people, which were not of the sons of Levi. What are they doing? What are they going to do? They're going to do even worse than that. Because let me tell you what they're going to do. They're going to have devils as their priests. You see what I'm saying? They're going to do worse, even worse than what was done right here. You know what I'm saying? At least with this, hell, at least it was Israelites. You know what I'm saying? At least Jeroboam set up Israelites, but this thing is going to be way worse because what are they doing? They're setting up devils. And what are those devils eventually going to do? Because when they don't succeed in their attack against us, they're going to build up their forces inside those groups, and they're going to attack the 10 tribes. They're going to attack Ephraim inside those groups. You see what I'm saying? Hell, look at what they do now. I mean, you got white people in the gangs in California, but then you got the Hispanics and blacks that are being killed. The white gang members ain't being shot down by the police. You see what I'm saying? The white man brings hell with him wherever he goes. That's the reason why you can't have white people. This is why the Most High has a hedge of protection around the ISUPK. We don't have devils inside here, and that devil that I'm talking about was never with us at all. You see what I'm saying? This dude was more like an acting fan. You see what I'm saying? There's a lot of people on Facebook around talking about, y'all let devils with y'all. This dude was never with us. You know what I'm saying? Just because he had on, band and he had some little rings and stuff on. Just because of that, that doesn't mean that man was with us. You see what I'm saying? Because that man was tested and tried. You see what I'm saying? We didn't discriminate against that man based on his damn skin color. You see what I'm saying? We tried his spirit. And what came forth was the spirit of a goddamn devil. It took a couple of years for it all to come out, because that's what the devil does. That's what the school shooters do. They'll be real quiet at first. You know what I'm saying? And then when the opportunity is like a snake, the snake comes quiet. And then when he sees his opportunity, bam, he strikes. That devil saw his opportunity and struck. He was subtly trying to seduce people the whole damn time. You know what I'm saying? And then out of nowhere, bam, because he started to post certain stuff and pictures and stuff that we knew that was not the spirit of us. You see what I'm saying? And when he started being checked on that, that's when his spirit started to come out. Because he never even done that stuff before. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do anything. He didn't even show his damn face before. He recently, not too long ago, he just started showing his face. Awfully funny, because at the time when he's showing his face, now the serpent reared his ugly head now. You know what I'm saying? And went forth to go strike. All right? A few people got bit by that poison. Okay, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to Isaiah, the 9th chapter, and verse 21. Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 21. Manasseh, Ephraim, and Ephraim Manasseh, and they together shall be against Judah, for all his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. Like I said before, outside of the ISUPK, they're gonna be the tribes is gonna be fighting. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the ISUPK, the tribes is going to be fighting, and that's going to be one of the ways that you're going to know who actually got the truth. Because we're not going to be doing that. You see what I'm saying? We're not going to be fighting against one another like that. And that's how people's going to know. But outside of us, outside of the ISUPK, it's going to be wars and rumors of wars. Because think about it for a second. You know, with this whole Donald Trump thing, now you got Issachar's pretty mad because you got dumb blacks, you know what I'm saying? They done set them and let the white man and game them up, and we rallying and protesting against Mexicans, right? We doing all that. But at the same time, wait till that smoke clears, till it seems like it's clearing anyway, right? And let me tell you what the white man is going to do. You know, just like what he did, he got us to side with him on that. But now, you know, the tables is going to turn. Now he's going to hop up and back them against us. And guess what? They're going to do the same dumb shit that we did. You know what I'm saying? That blacks did. They're going to do the same dumb shit. But here's the thing about it, though. Because it's going to be the other tribes also that are going to be joined in with this thing. You see what I'm saying? And what are they going to want to do? They're going to do just like in that movie, side up with the white man to take us out, just like what the Dominicans trying to do with the Haitians. You know what I'm saying? Just like they've always historically done with the Haitians. Who backs that? Who is at the top of that? Let me give you a hint. The white man. He's at the top of that. You see what I'm saying? That's his agenda for the tribes to be fighting one another like that. And anybody that wants to start an all Hispanic tribe and all of that, you just trying to position yourself to join the white man and go to war, and the white man ain't gonna do nothing but turn against your dumb ass, just like he's always did in the past. And then, you know, he's gonna have y'all fighting each other inside there, and then once the smoke clears, when y'all sit there and realize what's happening, then he's gonna just try to destroy the rest of you. You know what I'm saying? That's the way the white man works. That's why the scripture says, Manasseh, Ephraim, and Ephraim, Manasseh, and they together shall be against Judah. For all this, his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. And the Lord's angry with them for not wanting to come into the truth. You see what I'm saying? The Lord is angry with them for not wanting to be in the truth. So, people that's not in the truth, they're going to be victims of this. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be mad because and you're going to blame, you know, because they're going to be firing black people off these jobs. And then you're going to be mad, and who you going to blame? You're going to blame Hispanics. And you're not going to blame, we so stupid, we ain't going to blame the white man. He's the one that's doing the damn firing. We'd rather go ahead and blame the weaker people. And Hispanics do the same goddamn thing. They won't blame the white man, but they'll blame somebody that's looked at as weaker, and then they'll just, you know, they'll blame blacks, and then we'll just fight each other. You see what I'm saying? It's almost like an autopilot, but that shit ain't gonna be inside the truth, though. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? Give me a second. We'll go to Jeremiah chapter 12, verse 9. Matter of fact, what we're gonna do, we're gonna go up to verse 8. We're gonna start it there. My heritage is unto me as a lion in the forest. It cried out against me. Therefore have I hated it. What did the Lord mean by he hated it? What he actually meant by that? Means he withdrew his love from it for a second. You see what I'm saying? My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. Now think about it as a speckled bird, because what are we? We spotted with every other nation's sin. You see what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons why we look like the other nations. You look at a lot of Issacharites, you know what I'm saying? A lot of Issacharites look like Moab. A lot of the South American tribes look like Moab and Ammon and stuff also. You see what I'm saying? The Lord never intended it that way. What do? We start to worship that people. You see what I'm saying? We start to worship that people, get in all of their different religions. That's why we in every damn body's religion up on the face of the planet right now. And anybody that actually wants to, separate and join some dumb group like that, that's what the hell they really want to do too. You see what I'm saying? You know, how the hell you gonna sit there and complain that blacks are being racist against you, but then you turn around and do the same goddamn thing? You see what I'm saying? The birds round about are against her. Come ye, assemble all the beasts of the field. Come to devour. Now think about it. What is all the beasts of the field? With us being a speckled bird like this, what does it do? It leaves us open so that everybody can come and get their fill off of us, because we feel that we have a connection with that people. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of Hispanics, and a lot of mixed blacks too, feel that we got some type of connection with the white man. You know what I'm saying? Or down in South America, or you feel like they got, connections with Moab, with the Chinese and the Japanese. You see what I'm saying? All because of the appearance of a lot of times with how a lot of us look. Right? And just like a lot of us think that we got, some link with Africa. We ain't got no goddamn link with Africa. You see what I'm saying? We linking ourselves with them. They ain't trying to link with us. The Hispanics is linking themselves with the white man. The white man ain't linking himself with them. The only thing he's doing is heaping more confusion up on them, and using them to attack his enemies. That's it. And doing the same damn thing with us. I mean, it seems like we'd all start to learn something off being played against each other all the goddamn time. And then you got these fake Negro groups. I heard this all over the goddamn YouTube and Facebook and all of that, talking about the Hispanics ain't Israelites and all that. And we shouldn't try to lie. Even the ones that don't, that don't believe in us, being Israelites or whatever, that's coming from some type of secular perspective. They run around talking about we should be trying to align ourselves with Mexicans. Mexicans don't like us. Well, that doesn't stop you from lying to your goddamn self with white people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never seen no, incidences where we was being where Mexicans was feeding our children to alligators. You see what I'm saying? I ain't never seen that. Mexicans were not castrating us. You see what I'm saying? We didn't work in the cotton fields and labor to build up the Mexican man's kingdom. You see what I'm saying? And we say things like, well, they do have their own country. Mexicans got their own country. No, they don't. White people got Mexico. Mexico is a white name. It's not a goddamn Aztec name. It's a Spanish name. Their land is being ate up by other races. And what we're going to do from here is we're going to go to 2 Chronicles chapter 28 and verse 1. Second Chronicles chapter 28 verse 1. Ahaz was 20 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 16 years in Jerusalem. But he did not that which was right in the sight of the Lord, like David his father. We had a wicked king at this time, for he walked in the ways of the kings of Israel, and made also molten images for Baalim. Moreover, he burnt incense in the valley of the son of Hinnoam, and burnt his children in the fire. What was he doing? Sacrificing the children and all that. So with him sacrificing the children, what are we doing today? This is the current situation, of the southern kingdom today. Well, actually it's of the whole nation, but this king of the southern kingdom is actually doing this, right? And it's going to actually cause something to happen because the Lord's anger is moved against him, right? After the abomination of the heathen, whom the Lord had cast out before the children of Israel, he sacrificed also and burned incense in the high places, and on the hills, and under every green tree. Wherefore the Lord his God delivered him into the hand of the king of Assyria, and they smote him, and carried away a great multitude of them, the captives, and brought them to Damascus. And he was also delivered into the hand of the king of Israel, who smote him with a great slaughter. Now think about that. Now you have the Syrians coming after us. You see, there's the breaking of this brotherhood right here. You have the Syrians coming after us, and instead of Israel being like, "Hey, I know, that y'all went through some beef with them Syrians. I know we got beef with each other, but what we need to do is we need to unite right now." You know what I'm saying? They didn't do that. They didn't sit there and discern and be like, well, eventually they're gonna come against us too. So we gonna go and help y'all. They didn't do none of that. You see what I'm saying? That's one of the things that our nation does too. We'll sit there and side with the enemy quick as hell. You know what I'm saying? And go against our own. For Pekah, the son of Remaliah, slew in Judah 120,000 in one day, which were all valiant men, because they had forsaken the Lord God of their fathers. And Zitri, a mighty man of Ephraim, slew Messiah, the king's son, and Azrikam, the governor of the house, and Elkanah that was next to the king. And the children of Israel carried away captives of their brethren, 200,000 women, sons, and daughters, and took also away much spoil of them, and brought the spoil to Samaria. So what did they do? The northern tribe, the northern kingdom came and robbed us, you know what I'm saying, slew the men and robbed us, right? And we're gonna see what else it was that they tried to do. And this is one of the reasons why you have Hispanics out there that think that they wasn't slaves. You see what I'm saying? They think that we was just the slaves, right? And that's, so you can just imagine what type of racist, stuff is gonna go on between, you know what I'm saying, the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, that are outside of the ISUPK. You see what I'm saying? What falls within inside these fake groups. But like I said, this is going to be used to actually help the truth, though, because at that time that's going to cause the ISUPK to shine, and everybody will see that ISUPK actually has the truth, because we'll be operating in the brotherhood and the strength of the brotherhood, and they will be operating in brokenness. You see what I'm saying? But a prophet of the Lord was there, whose name was Obed, and he went out before the host and came to Samaria and said unto them, Behold, because the Lord God of your fathers is wroth with Judah, he hath delivered them into your hand, and ye have slain them in a rage that reacheth up into heaven. And now ye purpose. Now let me ask you a question. Is the Lord angry with the southern kingdom right now? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Because the southern kingdom is who the truth usually is supposed to come out through. You see what I'm saying? While you have the other, we are supposed to be, that's why the Lord points out a lot of times how he was angry with Judah specifically. And now ye purpose to keep under the children of Judah and Jerusalem for bondmen and bondwomen unto you. What were they trying to do? They're trying to make us slaves. You see what I'm saying? That's what people that are trying to do with this group, with these type of groups that are coming out. They're trying to cause that divide so that they have the same anger and rage towards the tribe of Judah. Like I said, all of this stuff is countdown to World War III. You see what I'm saying? All of this stuff is a countdown. And inside this race war or whatever, whites are going to use Hispanics and sell out blacks and all of that against black people. And then going to use them against each other. You see what I'm saying? And what will he do? He's going to trying to gain himself strong at that time and come to attack. You know what I'm saying? The ones that he can't attack, the ones that are not in the truth. But with us being operating in the brotherhood, we are going to be a separate entity. You see what I'm saying? And the brothers that get out of that madness and come into the truth, you know what I'm saying, will be on the inside of this thing looking out like, damn, So Ecclesiasticus, this is a lesson that needs to be learned right here. This lesson always has to be taught. This specific lesson that I'm getting ready to go into, Ecclesiasticus, chapter 12. And verse 10. It's an age old scripture right here that we always hit you with. And you gotta understand this. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy. You gotta be able to see your enemy. You gotta be able to, just like the scripture was talking about trying the spirits, you got to be able to do that. You gotta be able to try the spirits. You gotta be able to test them. You see what I'm saying? Test friendships. That's what you have to do. I mean, this is the reason why, like when we was out there in the world, if somebody smoked weed with you, you think he's a cool ass dude just because he smoked with you, and you don't even know how this man is. He smoked with you and everything, and y'all chopped it up and y'all laughed together and everything, and you think in your mind, man, this is my nigga right here. Because you don't know how to test the friendships. You see what I'm saying? But the thing about it, white people know how to do this. White people categorize, they compartmentalize relationships. If he smoked weed with you, you the weed black dude that he smokes weed with. You're in a box, in a category. But it's funny because to you, he is something more than that. Both of y'all smoking together, you know what I'm saying? Drinking together, whatever the case is, chasing whores together, whatever it is. He sees you as just that. You know what I'm saying? While you see a brother. You see somebody that you so close to that you willing to die for, and he ain't willing to goddamn die for you. You see what I'm saying? And what did people do? People take and took that same spirit that they had out there in the world and put that into what they're calling the truth. And when they come into the knowledge of being an Israelite and all of that, that's the reason why when they got white people inside the Israelite groups, that's hidden the Israelite groups or whatever the hell the damn case is, they figured that the heavens just opened up. While you, to him, is just a goddamn tool to use. Because when it all boils down to it, you want me to tell you how to test, one of the good ways to test it? How about this? Ask him the question. He can do this. This is one thing that white people have been able to do to black people all the time. White people can sit there and say to black people, I really don't like black people like that, but you all right. And that make a nigga feel proud and good. Like when you should be insulted. Now let you say that to him. Now you feeling good, and you'll even feel so good enough to tell other black people, yeah, man, down there, and in Hassett County, they don't like black, but I'm cool with them though. I'm cool with them. But him on the other, you sit there and try that with him. Try that same thing with him. Be like, man, this is one way you want to test whether he's your goddamn friend or not, or whose side he's playing on, right? You say that to him, he'll say that to you. Eventually the race is gonna come up. You say that to him, you say, well, man, to hell with these goddamn white people, man, but you cool though. You're a cool white dude though. But the rest of white people, oh hell, I can't, I just can't deal with them. And you harp too long on white people, he's gonna get offended. He ain't gonna give a damn the fact that you approved him to be your goddamn friend. He's not gonna care about that at all. You see what I'm saying? He's not gonna give a damn about that because his love is with his race while your love is with your goddamn self. You see what I'm saying? That's why the two responses are different. You see what I'm saying? You happy that he just, he thinks you cool. He's angry that you think he's cool, but you don't love his race. You see what I'm saying? Because when it all boils down to it, his loyalty is with his race. You know what I'm saying? And you could do this in anything, religion or whatever the case is, You could be a Catholic, he's a Catholic. You talk about how you love, you don't love white people, but you love, the fact that he's a Catholic. You see what I'm saying? Like you, try that. You know what I'm saying? And he's eventually going to get angry because you are insulting white people. You see what I'm saying? He don't give a damn about the Catholic religion. You know what I'm saying? He's mad because you said something against white people. That's why he's pissed. You don't love his race. You see what I'm saying? Why he sat there and say the same thing to you, and you look at him, yeah, I know I'm black, but I'm a Catholic, and this is my Catholic brother. You know, I'll die for my Catholic brother. It ain't about race. You'll respond like that. You see what I'm saying? You will figure being a Catholic is more important than being black, and he'll figure being white is more than important than being a Catholic. His loyalties with his goddamn race, and like I said, and your loyalties with your goddamn self, because you don't give a damn about being a goddamn Catholic either. You don't give a damn about the Catholic religion or your race. You're using the Catholic religion just to try and join you to white people in the first goddamn place. You seeing how you can use it to get love. You see what I'm saying? Never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness. Though he humbled himself. Now, this guy also too, this same dude, this same guy on Facebook, at one time called himself humble as part of his name. You see what I'm saying? He put that in his name, humble. Now the scriptures say, though he humble himself and go crouching, because what did he do? He was quiet. And he would see like brothers battling, and he would hop on there. He wouldn't have no view either way. He would never hop up and defend no brother, but at the same time, he would never attack no brother either. He was just like like a scout. You know what I'm saying? He would just sit there. He would just pretty much watch the battle, and then he'll say some real cheesy, corny stuff like, "Lord be with you all." He'll say something like that on the comment section of the post.
It's not going about 5 more minutes. I'm gonna take the dog for a walk.
He would do like that. You know what I'm saying?
And we could do all the class prayers and announcements.
And that's how he would roll. You see what I'm saying? He would roll like that. But then you never heard nothing from him, so you didn't really know. He would always share UPK stuff and all of that. He would always do that. But notice that he was bubbled real quietly, and like I said before, going to that scripture, I'll go to the scripture with it. Though he humbled himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. You see what I'm saying? Because do we know that? Yeah. Because when he hopped straight on out, you know what I'm saying, he just couldn't contain that devil spirit no goddamn more. And then bam. You see what I'm saying? Who he really was came to the front. Set him not by thee. Ain't no goddamn way that he should, somebody like that should be, no white man should be your right-hand man in nothing. You see what I'm saying? It ain't no goddamn way. That white man should not be, because what is he gonna do? He's gonna overthrow you regardless of where you're at. It doesn't even matter. What you on the job, you have your own business, right? And you hire this white dude, because this is one silly thing that we always do also. We hire this one white dude, you know what I'm saying? And we put him next to us, like, he's a nothing white dude. Next thing you know, he's running your goddamn business. He's trying to usurp your behind. You see what I'm saying? He be somewhere trying to seduce your daughter, your goddamn wife, so that she divorce you, you know what I'm saying, get half the company or whatever, and then he'll have control of that half the company, and then they butch you out of the rest. That's how white people do. I mean, look at what they do in gentrification. You see what I'm saying? Look how they do when they gentrifying stuff. Gentrifying your neighborhoods and all that. They doing the same goddamn thing. You see what I'm saying? The white man is a devil that the Bible speaks of. Never trust your enemy. Lest he seek to take thy seat, like I was just saying before. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Don't put the white man next to you in nothing. You see what I'm saying? Because when he turns on you, he's gonna seek. He's going for the gold. He's not seeking to be friends and to be equal with you. He's seeking to take your goddamn seat. You see what I'm saying? The white man is the devil that the Bible speaks of. In just a second. With that being said, well, the ISUPK coming out of 1 West on 25th Street, Harlem, New York, and Commander General Yohana, pay your tithes, support the men in this truth, support your brethren, support your brothers that's out there on them corners fighting for you. And with that being said, we're going to the announcements. Well, the ISUPK started out 1 West on the 25th Street, Harlem, New York. Rule for new brother and sister. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6-month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers chapter 18, verse 21. Malachi chapter 3, verses 8 through 10 means tenth in the Hebrew. Ma'asherah, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to treasury department or teacher. Priest fund, free will offer for priests, not mandatory, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations. Yes, well, we'll be having the Feast of Dedication that will be in December. I'm going to find out from my sources the exact date and time, and I will be getting back with you on that. Announce holy convocation from sheep. Remind Akim and Akwak to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black. Boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that being said, Amajum means rise. Upon Hakidam, rise and face the east. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Ayah, Shamka, Yahweh, Alakuka, Daba'ah, Adazaka, Ayah, Aisha, Baharataza, Kawa, Ayah, Bashamayim, Latananaw, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalaknaw, Kabuapinaw, Kasalaknaw, Kabuapinaw, Wala Tabayanaw, Banasai 1, Abal, Hawashayanaw, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa Allah, Wa Tapar, Lawalayim, Ama. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us of our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil, for thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. So be it. Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Babakashah, Nathanaw, Hakak, Hakak, Laka'a, Kalmaka'ala, Wakal Madawa, Hakak, Latahar, Hamatazarayim, Hakak, Lahakim, Hamakim, Hakak, Arakawaf, Hataba'ala, the Garshan, by Shimi Shai, the water Amon, Yahweh, and maybe I was shy. Please give us the power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease, the power to raise the dead, the power to cleanse the lepers, the power against unclean spirits, to cast them out. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be. Barakatah Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Wa Maka'ala, Wa Alahayim, Matazaba'ah, Alawap Yahana, Halawapim, Hasarayayim, Hakatayayim, Hakayayim, Wa Kwakim, by Shem Yahweh Shai, the water Aman. Bless you, Yahweh, and Yahweh Shai, and Michael, and the angels, Commander General Yahana, the generals, the captains, the officers, the troopers, and the sisters. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you, so be it. Yabaraka, Yahweh, Wayasmarka, Yahar, Yahweh, Panyawa, Ayaka, Wayakanka, Yash'a, Yahweh, Panyawa, Ayaka, Wayasham, Laka, Shalom, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Barak, Papa, Bagun, Hagun, the Puckett family, the Hall family, and all the story of Israel, done. By Hashem Yahweh Shai, the water Aman, Yahweh, bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh, make his face shine upon thee, and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh, lift up his countenance upon thee, and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, bless, heal, shield, protect. The names of the levels we just named. Blessed you, Yahweh, King of heaven and earth, and all things living. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shai, listen to us now, right now. Send evils and curses, and punishment, destruction, and death to the heathen that speak against us, thy prophets, and the teachers, the princes, the priests, the Israelite brothers in the school. Send evils and curses, and punishment, destruction, and death to the heathen, and shake loose the pockets of the rich of Israel that refuse to give to the school. Force their riches to enter into thy sanctuary. Send evils and curses, and punishment, destruction, and death to the Edomites and the nations, and their drug dealers, court system, prison system, Planned Parenthood, all the governments of our enemies, Amalek, synagogues and armies, Roman Catholic Church, the Pope, Islam, Christianity, Egyptology, militia, Ku Klux Klan, Aryan Nation, skinheads, Posse Comitatus, the gay movement, the lesbian movement, spies, workers of witchcraft, NASA space programs, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Wall Street. Open up the internet and the airwaves, the cable access channel, and the radio channel. Convict the spirit of any of thy people that seek to stop us, and bring swift death to all the heathen that stand in the way or try and stop us from broadcasting your words throughout the planet Earth. Let loose all the terrorists, cause them to go to and fro through the earth and destroy. Cause the terrorists to come against America and destroy them in their strongholds. Let America shake at the hands of the terrorists. Let Yahushua, Michael, and Gabriel come down with the flying saucers and kill all the heathen that come up against us as we speak thy word. Cause it to be known by all that it's the angels that have done it. causing it to be spread through the media throughout the whole world, causing the shaking thy coming. In the name of Yahweh Shai, thank you always. So be it. Sar means turn. Umadah Shabbat, Amaju, Barak, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Barakatham, Yazmatah, courtesy salute to the sisters. Umadah Shabbat, Amaju, Barak, Yahweh Shamar Al-Thar Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Yazmatah, class dismissed.